clicking on this video, and thank you for watching this video and coming back to my channel. If you're a subscriber, if you're not, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any videos from me. I randomly decided to just record this video. I wanted to talk about this topic today, and I didn't want to do it on my Instagram, so I decided to do it on YouTube. So hopefully you guys appreciate this video, and hopefully this video gives you some peace and some comfort. So it's 8 p.m. right now, so it's dark outside, so I hope that this lamp is enough. Hopefully, we'll see, we'll find out. I also don't have any, usually I'll have an idea of kind of what I'm gonna say, but I don't have that right now, and I'm just going off the top of my head. So hopefully I don't ramble too much, because I tend to do that, like now. So infertility is a topic that I know so many of us kind of worry about and is in the back of our minds sometimes, and especially in the beginning when you are told you have PCOS, or when you are trying to conceive and you're not able to. I personally haven't gone through that. I have not tried to conceive at all. Obviously, I plan to well, not obviously, but I do plan to in the future. I would love to have children, and we would love to have a family. Right now, we are not at that place where we want to do that quite yet, but it is something that, you know, is a concern for a lot of women, and I completely understand it, if especially if it's something so important to you. I mean, for me, it is very important too. So, but I just want to say that I've never really worried about it. I mean, I found out when I was younger, and I don't know, the doctor just said, oh, you're gonna have trouble having babies, and something like that. She said something along those lines. I was young, and I didn't really worry about it too much. I didn't really care, I guess. At that point, I was kind of oh, okay, well, better for me, I guess. Because I was not trying to get pregnant, you know. But I think that for somebody who's maybe found out at an older age, and maybe when they're trying to conceive, that they have PCOS, it can be very scary, and I don't know, just very sad, you know, because you're maybe thinking that there's something wrong with you, but there's nothing wrong with you. Your body is doing its best that it can, and you just have to learn how to work with it. And there's a lot of doctors that actually have a lot of tips. They're natural doctors, naturopathic. I'll put it right here, whatever kind of doctor I'm trying to say, because I don't remember. I think it's naturopathic doctors. I don't even know if that's how you say it. Naturopathic, I don't know. So it has a lot to do with your hormones, right? And not everybody's different, but this is just kind of the research I've done and what I know. So our hormones obviously become out of whack when we have PCOS, because of what we're eating, maybe our stress, and maybe we're not sleeping enough, and maybe we're not working out. And so all of those things change the way your body functions, and then it could cause infertility. And actually, infertility or PCOS is the most common cause for infertility, but it is reversible. So that's amazing news, because you can get pregnant even if you have PCOS, given that provided that you don't have any other issues, you know, because obviously that would make it a little bit more difficult. But for anybody who just has PCOS, I mean, you can still get pregnant. And I know this because obviously from the stuff I've read, and also because I've seen it firsthand. So I worked with pregnant women for a while, 2 years, I think. And they would come into my office, and they would tell me, oh, I was told by my doctor that I would never be able to have kids, so this was a surprise. Or they would say I lost weight, and then out of nowhere I had kids, or I got pregnant, and I was told I could never have kids, or it was going to be hard to have kids, or something like that. And they'll say, you know, I was told I have PCOS, I was told I couldn't have kids. And I think that it's just the ignorance of doctors. that they just don't, I don't know, like, this is something that's huge for us women, and they can be so insensitive sometimes and just say the wrong thing. But in reality, they should, they should say, hey, you might have a hard time having children, but there's things that you can do to improve those chances. So for example, I think I talked about this in another video. I talked about how I was never really ovulating before, and now I realize that I do ovulate. So once I picked up like a healthier lifestyle, I lowered my carbs and my sugars, and I was just eating better, and I lost weight. I was at a healthier weight, I should say. I noticed that I was ovulating, and there's several ways that you can find out if you're ovulating. There's tests, there's fertility awareness based methods that are like, they're birth control methods, and they're natural, which is, I think it's great because you're not putting any hormones in, but it's my biased opinion. You don't have to. There's signals that your body sends when you're ovulating. And so I would never experience this difference in my body. I don't even want to talk about I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to say what it is because I feel like it would be like TMI on here. So I'll link like information about the fertility awareness based methods, which they are based off of knowing when you're fertile so that you do not have sex and you do not get pregnant during those days. So I noticed I was able to see that my body was actually ovulating, which is great news because that means that I can get pregnant on those days. So to me, honestly, like, just watching my cycle is beautiful to me. It's a blessing. And I don't know, it makes me happy, Backtracking to when I worked with pregnant women, they would come in all the time, and they would end up pregnant, and they would have their healthy babies, and they would be fine. Like, it was just, I saw that so many times, and it just reinforced my thought, because it just reinforced my belief that I would not have any issues getting pregnant. Or I shouldn't say I wouldn't have any issues. I wouldn't be able to never get pregnant, I knew that I could get pregnant, and I know that I can get pregnant if I want to, and if I try. Obviously, I feel like I have to try harder than any other women would who doesn't have PCOS, because their bodies function normally. But my body and other women's body who have PCOS functions slightly different, and so we have to take different steps on just getting our body to a healthier stage and ready for pregnancy, which is honestly something that you should do anyway. Even if you have PCOS, there's things that you can do to help your body. Obviously, talk to the doctor and figure out if there's any other issues, but there's hope, and I just wanted to say that to you. When I do start my journey, I think I would be more than happy to share it on here, and just kind of share my experience of trying to get pregnant, and maybe some things that I'm doing, or I will do. I'm not doing anything yet. But actually, I was thinking, like, maybe I should start, like, I don't know, just doing more things now to just kind of prepare my body, even though I'm not thinking about having kids yet. Not quite yet. Ooh, shaking the table. But yeah, I think that maybe I can do a video, like, of the things that I would do, or I'm gonna start doing, and just, I would definitely document my journey, because I think it would be something that could be helpful and hopeful and bring hope to people. So if you have any questions, or if this video helped you, let me know, please. I really do hope that this video gave you hope. I do not believe that I feel, and I know in my heart, that I will be able to have kids, and I think that you should have hope as well in yourself and your body. It's all about us working with our bodies and just finding out, what's going on, what does our body need from us, and doing that. Of course, there's situations where it's out of our control, and I think that at that point it's something different. But regardless, I think that we need to love our body no matter what. And because if you're feeling hate for your own body, what do you expect your body to give you back? Just love your body. And I'm saying just love your body, but I know that's not easy for everybody, and it's not easy, it's just not easy. So I just want you to know that you should work on loving your body and making peace with where your body is at, because it's nothing that you can change. You know, it's if you have PCOS, you can't go back in time. You know, there's things that you can do now, and that's what you should be focusing on. What can I do now, moving forward from this, accepting that this is how my body works now? What can I do? What can I do? So let's focus on what you can do and not on what you cannot control. So I hope this video helps you, and I'm sorry I was looking over here. Sorry. Let me know if this video helped you, and yeah.